So, Yuri,
What's up, Carol?
you and Flynn use the same techniques, but somehow they're different.
Those are skills Yuri learned in his days as a knight. Unfortunately, he wasn't as diligent as he could have been.
What are you saying? A dragon swarm like yours gives the enemy a chance to run.
That doesn't mean you can throw a kick in. You're turning it into a dragon sweep. And you're Tiger Blade.
What? I didn't even learn that when I was a knight.
There's no need for a punch.
Not for you, maybe.
It's not proper. You're besmirching an ages-old technique.
Come, there's no need to fight. Kids today all have their own style. Good for them. Flynn, champion of tradition. Yuri, pioneer of a new style. To be young.
Let's eliminate them! Hell, wonderful!
Wolf strike! Raging blast!
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
money seems to disappear before you know it.
No, it disappears because you use it.
Sure, but if you only use a little at a time, you don't realize how much you're spending.
I guess we've been spending a little too much.
What do you mean? We need to spend more.
Really? But why?
The more gold we spend, the more it comes back to us. And it brings its friends, too.
Really?
How interesting.
Huh? Rita, your name's on this money.
Exactly. I've been writing my name on our gold so we'll know when it comes back to us. And when it does come back, I bet it'll have doubled at least. So go on, use it.
What a lovely little fairy tale.
Never gets any easier, no matter how many times I come.
Bad memories of the Great War?
Yeah, there are those too.
What are you...
I mentioned I had a friend that liked this flower, right? My friend is here.
Why would you have a friend here?
You mean a friend from the Knights?
Some waste their lives while they're alive. Others waste their lives by dying too soon.
Your friend died in the Great War.
Yeah, humans. What a sad bunch.
Oh, I didn't realize.
Way better knight than me. Always used the family's famed bow. Man, such a brave knight. Never did find out what happened to that bow.
Maybe it's still somewhere here in this field.
Could be. Finding it would be pretty tough, though. Thought maybe if I just bummed around, Casey'd get mad enough to come back, but,
That's so sad.
Hey! Don't go getting all gloomy on me.
What are you talking about? You're the one who started this sob fest.
Sorry. Anyway, rest well, Casey. I know you're in a better place.
Hey, something's falling out of the sky.
Huh?
What is it?
Oh, you gotta be kidding.
So what is it?
This was Casey's favorite compact.
But how?
The ghost of your friend must be watching over you.
Ghost? That's impossible. It was just a coincidence. You call this a coincidence? Like, maybe a bird picked it up and then dropped it by mistake. Yeah, that's gotta be it.
So, was this Casey friend of yours a woman?
Woman? What? Oh, a lady from the old man's past?
Now, Rita, remember your blood pressure.
Oh, come on. I want all the juicy details.
Sorry, there ain't much. For starters, another guy already had his heart set on her.
A tale of unrequited love, then?
A love on war's fickle sea. A lady gone too soon. Oh,
Okay, that's enough. You guys go ahead and think what you like, though. Here's to you, Casey. I'm doing okay with these kids here. I'm doing okay.
I'd like to know one thing before we begin this battle. Just how strong is this Commandant?
I heard he earned his knighthood when he won a royal tournament during the previous emperor's reign.
I got to cross swords with him once, and I didn't last more than 3 minutes.
His title is more than mere decoration. His skill puts him well above his fellow knights.
He's the strongest among them, huh?
And don't forget, he's surrounded by his royal guard.
None of this sounds very promising.
Hey, we've got De Nomos, don't we?
Besides, we've been through all kinds of stuff together on this journey.
Yeah, we're tighter than any kind of guard, royal or not.
All right, so say we handle the Royal Guard. It's still a coin toss in the end.
I guess we'll never be too prepared when it comes to facing Alexei.
Any error will likely cost lives.
Right. We'll have to give it everything we've got.
Fight like I'm gonna die, huh?
Sharpened rage. How's this?
All my love. All right. Get a spin. Get out of here.
Mad and greedy walls. This way.
All right, who's next?
The sign of victory!
Yeah.
Yay!
You got pretty...
So Pharaoh's been absorbing air too. Is he trying to restabilize it?
We owe him one for keeping the fight up this long.
No, I don't think that's it. My guess is he's taking in all that air to disable Zaude's power source.
That way he'll be able to mess with Alexei's plans, right?
Right. Right, Judith?
Who? Me? What was the question?
Never mind.
It'll be easy if we can just get inside. We'll stop everything in one shot.
Wish it were that easy, kid, but we'll be up to our ears in traps and royal guards.
Gotta admire his confidence.
Do you really mean that?
Pharaoh, please be okay.
This? Nah, this isn't scary.
You're like...
When someone as strong as Pharaoh tells you not to go messing with Zaude, it makes you wonder.
I wish he'd use regular words when he talked, though.
Definitely. If it's really all that dangerous, you'd think he'd want to make himself clear.
Maybe it was something Pharaoh had difficulty expressing in his own way. He did take the time to warn us. That shows at least some concern for our well-being, right?
You mean that maybe he's warmed up to us a bit?
Yes.
This looks like fun!
Full strike! Dragon Swarm!
Full power that tries souls shine! Photon! Feeding up
All my heart, baby! All my love!
Come,
Crazy
oh,
blast! Get out of here! That's your edge!
Oh, blade of noble light, overpower even indestructible angels!
Photon! Come, oh silver light! Angel ring!
All my heart, baby!
Yeah!
Looking at Flynn, I can say, there's a knight captain. But it's really hard to picture Raven in charge of a bunch of knights.
I don't think it's possible until he gets rid of that shady aura he carries around.
It could be that he's only concealing his knightly dignity to complete his disguise as Raven.
I don't know if he and Dignity have even been in the same room together.
Captain Schwan was a man of grace and honor. His skills were renowned, which kept him on constant secret missions. Every knight knew his name, and nearly everyone envied his ability to carry out his duties with poise.
Huh? Is that true?
And while he was scrupulous, he knew how to care for those under him, so he always had their trust.
After seeing 3 of them, I can see he was well liked.
The more I hear about him, the further he seems from that old man.
That's why I'm telling you, I'm not Schwan.
When did he get here?
Listen to yourselves, carrying on as though nobody's around.
But sometimes you do say things that Captain Schwan would. You continue to carry his quality, however quietly.
Knock that off, would you?
but you're going bye-bye. Flickering blaze, burn!
Fireball, silver light.
All right.
Spread thy alluring snare and deliver my enemies unto me.
Hey, come on!
Yeah!
Raven,
What you need, lad?
I know this is a subject you would like to avoid, but I want to ask you something as a knight.
Why would Schwann obey Alexei's orders? Is it?
I cannot believe Captain Schwann would be so blind as to miss the nefariousness of Alexei's deeds.
You put too much stock into Schwann. His head was as empty as a tin soldier's. The Schwann that would fulfill his duty like a puppet died a decade ago.
That would not change, even if he knew what he does now?
Well, I don't think he would have seen a blasty of that size coming. But he still might have followed Alexei to the last. But you never can know, can you?
Is the reason you wish to settle things now because you have chosen to live as Raven?
There are some folks who took this old man seriously. So I guess I can't die just yet. But if I'm gonna live on, then I've got to make up for what Schwann did.
So a fortuitous encounter changed you.
That's putting it a bit dramatically.
Focus on the enemy in front.
I'll blow you away!
Come, oh silver light.
Mad and greedy
One
waters
strike!
rise up
Crazy
to
blast!
destroy.
All right, who's next? Knock him around and touch that. All my heart, baby. All my love.
The sign of victory!
Yeah!
Yay!
You got pretty good.
Won't we run into another pile of trouble when the knights catch up and you're with us? I won't be laughing if we mess things up before we can deal with Alexei.
That young woman knight will be difficult. What will you do about her?
She's put me on too high a pedestal. I believe that a line can be drawn between good and evil in this world.
And she thinks that you're the one who can draw that line.
But reality is not so simple.
Right. I hope she realizes that soon. I have a feeling she will.
Sounds to me like she's got blinders on.
Yeah, I think Applehead will catch on faster.
Yuri, you really shouldn't call him that. Witcher is an exceptional mage who represents the future hopes of Ospio.
Him?
Hadn't you heard?
I guess I just wasn't interested. Now that I think of it, I think he may have been more on the ball than the others.
Even after our request for assistance expired, he continued to aid myself and other knights. He is earnest and dedicated.
You care about your crew, Flynn. I'm sure you're a top-rate captain. Thanks, Flynn.
If His Highness has got your back, you've got no choice but to charge forward.
Yes, I shall not disappoint him.
I didn't think he'd order you to go with us and stop Alexei. That little prince. I thought he was just a softie, but he's got sharp eyes.
Idealism alone won't get you very far. But if he can make clever moves like that, he'll be a fine emperor.
We'd all be in trouble if he couldn't.
An eye for the big picture, the ability to use the right people, and noble intentions. A full package like that is pretty rare.
Don't worry. I have faith in Yoder.
Anyway, Yoder told us to take you with us, so I hope you're ready for back-breaking work.
Of course. I shall not waste His Highness's favor.
Good. Then let's go.
Keep your eyes on my sword.
Full strike!
O din of this modest land! Stand on top, O silver knight!
All my love!
Sharpened rage! Run through that
Raging blast!
future!
Life that
Don't
doesn't
let all creatures come Don't get in our way!
We will not go easy on you. Arise, a light of light! Healing circle!
Oh, mad and greedy waters, rise up and storm the very heavens! Tidal wave!
All my love! Get out of here!
Come, O silver light!
Oh, the time has come to say goodbye. Perfect!
Take him out!
It doesn't seem fair.
Time stars! Dragon Sword! Good luck! Get out of here!
Come, O silver
Sharpened rage! Run through that!
As you run,
O breath of life that dwells in all creatures, come forth! Revitalize!
Thy alluring snare and deliver my enemies unto me! Tractor beam!
all my heart, baby, all my love.
Wallace! O power that shines soul shine! Photon!
The sign of victory!
So, why are we here again?
Don't we have other stuff to do?
Well, we've come this far. It wouldn't hurt to just go and say hello to Pharaoh.
I'm hoping he won't be around.
What's this?
It's like a hole just opened up in the sky.
Oh, that. It is a phantom rift. Pharaoh made it.
What the hell is a phantom rift?
Jormungand, the town where we met Duke, was an illusion that Pharaoh made.
There wasn't anything left but ruins that second time we went there.
It kind of makes sense if what we saw in Jormungand was from the same time as the ghost ship.
Besides Duke, that is.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
And you say Pharaoh made this thing?
Yes.
It seems like Pharaoh's not around here anywhere.
He's not responding to my calls either.
Hey! What's going on here?
No!
Whoa!
That stupid kid!
Let's go.
Carol, are you okay?
I'm okay.
This is Jormungand.
Or the illusion of it that Pharaoh made.
There's no one around.
Could Pharaoh be here?
Perhaps.
Let's have a look around.
What brings you here?
We're just travelers passing through.
I'm sorry, but there is no longer an inn or any shops in this town.
Are you here alone?
Yes, it's just me.
You wouldn't happen to be the sage, would you?
The humans of this town once called me that.
Huh? But didn't the sage die?
Shh. This is an illusion Pharaoh made, right?
So that would mean this is actually the Jormungand of 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, I wonder if the lack of a barrier Blastia is the reason everyone else took off.
How perceptive. Blastia cannot easily be acquired, nor do we have the clear Ciel crystal. The children of the full moon should never have signed the pact with the Interlakeia.
Pact?
They agreed to bury most of the Blastia, with the children standing watch over the rest.
In order to protect against the Adaphagos.
So then, the ancient civilization didn't collapse. It was sealed up.
Well, I thought you were perceptive, but now I see you actually know nothing.
What?
Supervising the use of Blastia. Doesn't that remind you of the Empire today?
Well, Estelle is a child of the full moon, not to mention one of the heirs to the throne.
Wait, so then the children of the full moon must have founded the Empire.
Please, there is no need to speak in hushed tones. The pact will surely be forsaken, unless, that is, all
But people couldn't live like they do now without Blastia.
A certain type of life can be led, even without Blastia.
Yeah, the inconvenient type.
So it has always been. They come to depend on anything that eases the burdens of life.
Yet even knowing that, you help the people of this town to build a barrier, Blastia?
I too was poisoned by the desire for greater things. I couldn't ignore the convenience.
Now what kind of a sage does that?
To be a sage means only to be rich in knowledge. I too belong to the society of people.
Being a saint isn't a prerequisite for leadership then, huh?
Well put. And the children of the full moon are no different. The role of supervisor will turn into one of absolute authority before long.
What does that mean?
It's pretty clear if you look at what the Empire's become.
Anyway, nothing remains in this village. Not even Blastia. You are welcome to stay the night, if you don't mind the ramblings of an old man.
Thanks.
I feel kind of dizzy.
I can't believe he kept us up all night telling those stories.
Well, I was fascinated by his epic tale of the girl who fought with a frying pan and a ladle.
Estelle, it sounds like you want to hear even more stories.
Yeah, well, you can count me out.
Anyway, this is quite impressive for something that's just an illusion.
It's so weird. It's an illusion, but we can talk with people and everything feels so real.
Perhaps it's because these things really did exist at one point in the past.
Humans could never give up Blastia completely, which has brought us to where we are today.
The Empire was only meant to monitor the Blastia, but they started digging them up and studying them.
The Entelecheia despise the Blastia, but humans just can't let them go.
Man, could you be any weaker? Let's just...
Get it over with.
Raising blast! Wonderful!
Windblade! Guess that worked.
Cosmo
Heart,
Silver
baby.
Light.
All my love.
Angel Ring.
Oh, disturbing power now unleashed. Meet my judgment on the kill before me. Violent pain!
Get out! Take this! That was awesome! Hey, come on!
Yay!
All right! How about a hug?
I don't think so.
Greetings, Elder. What were you grumbling about?
Oh, you've returned. Look what I found when I was cleaning my dresser.
You had a sword in your dresser?
Hey, but this is...
This isn't just any old sword. It looks like, you know...
Yeah.
No kidding. Not so much the shape, the vibe it's given off.
Just what kind of sword is this?
I was hoping you would ask. If memory serves, it is one of the 7 fell arms of legend.
You mean the weapon spawned by the 14-headed monster from the fairy tales?
I don't know how the story is told below, but here the legend is as follows. At the height of the ancient Blastia civilization, an attempt was made to produce special weapons. Eventually, this led to the creation of armaments of untold power, 7 in total.
So these weapons are a legacy of the ancients. Well, De Nomos is real. Maybe this story is too.
Is De Nomos one of these fell arms, then?
I'd say it's possible if what the Elder said is true.
But if this really is one of the fell arms, why was it in your dresser, Elder?
I can't remember for the life of me. It's been decades since I've cleaned this thing out.
You haven't cleaned out your dresser in decades?
If these weapons are really as powerful as they sound, it might be a good idea for us to get a hold of them before they fall into the wrong hands.
Yeah, there've been quite a few sets of wrong hands out there lately, too.
Might we take this with us, Elder?
Huh? Oh, fine by me.
You're giving it to us just like that?
To tell the truth, I'm glad it turned up, but I've been wondering what I'd do with it. I've got no real use for it. Besides, it would be a shame to just leave something like this lying around. I figure you are just the ones to put it to proper use.
Do you know anything about the other fell arms?
Let me see here. According to the legend, the 7 weapons share a common bond. If this is truly one of the fell arms, it may react if brought near the others.
But De Nomos hasn't reacted at all.
Then perhaps it isn't a fell arm after all.
Then how are we supposed to find them?
Well, there's no point thinking it to death. So long as we have one of them, the bad guys won't be able to get them all, right? Maybe that's good enough.
I agree.
All right then, Elder. We'll take it off your hands. Thanks.